So a bit of a dilemma. So do I really want to be hanging around here waiting on the chance that Christopher Lloyd might show up? Because that would be pretty good content, right? And what if it's Michael J. Fox? What if it's Ryland? What if it's like Piers Morgan? Maybe I should skip it. Here we are. This is tonight's hotel, the London Lodge Hotel. Just got off of Earls Court, so it was a 5-minute walk from the tube. I have no memory of what this one is like, so we shall see it together, I guess. I don't even remember booking it. Just by my eye there's a guy just hanging out in the window. That's pretty weird. Anyway, alright, let's go on in and let's see what it's all about. And here is my key. Kind of looks a bit kind of, I don't know, 60s sci-fi. What they thought the future would be. Zoop. The future that never was. Well, it clearly was. It works. It was a future. So maybe it's a thing. So this is the second week on the trot. The receptionist has shown me to my room. And also gave me instructions for how to open the door. Okay, cool. What is different already, and this is the first time I'm saying this, is the receptionist was a delight. Really friendly, really kind of smiley and happy. And yeah, that's the first time I've walked into one of these places, and there seems to be, you know, service with a smile. And she's bringing me up a kettle and some tea and coffee and stuff now, which is nice. I didn't ask. She's bringing it up. She offered. That's cool. Okay, let's show you around. Okay, this is the view from the door. So a nice double bed. Hopefully those lamps work. We'll test them later, I guess. View. Little tiny TV. Little alcove for stuff. It's pretty dark. It's pretty dark, but I guess that's just for hanging clothes and drying hair. It's been a long time since I've dried my hair, but that's a bit dark. It's a bit dark. Let's check out the bathroom. Oh, this is the first time I've had a tub. Okay, and there's me, hi, and the shower looks okay too. Oh, I've got like a window, pretty weird. And what is that? Some kind of hole. Okay, but, well, that's pretty weird. But you know, if you need a telephone, if you need a bit of Ethernet, you've got you covered. Let's have a look out the window. Well, that's a big old window. Let's move that around. So I'm on the top floor, room number 42. That means I can look into all of these windows and spy on people if I should wish. as promised. Didn't take a long at all, 5 minutes. And again, very smiley, very willing to accommodate. So the decor, I suppose, is a bit old. You know, the curtains look a bit, well, I don't even know what, 70s? You know, we've got, you know, the lampshades are furry. You know, we got those which kind of look a bit old people home. Bed test. Oh, that's the best bed yet. That is a comfy bed. Pillow test, pillow test, pillow test. How much did I pay for this room? Again, I always try and spend around the same amount. So if I've spent over £100 for the 2 nights, I'd be surprised. So it usually kind of, I rarely go over 100. But sure, not through with the decor. There's no incense, that's a bonus. Bed is comfy. Yeah, okay. I'm alright with this. I'm alright with this. Just heading back to the hotel. Being out with my friend Claire tonight. I haven't seen Claire for 13 years. So we spent a lot of time just chatting and catching up. But he's lived in London for those 13 years, so he was able to show me around a little bit. Well, we went for some food, we had a burrito and a delicious pineapple drink. And then he surprised the hell out of me by taking me to Soho. And we stopped off in an ice cream place, which might possibly be the nicest ice cream I've ever had in my life. So I went for a scoop of tiramisu and a scoop of something else, which I can't remember now. But it was a mixture of pistachio and orange. And it's pretty freaking good. An exceptionally good night tonight. I said a couple of weeks ago, it's always good seeing friends. Especially friends you haven't seen in ages. Sorry, hang on. Oh, it'd be content, right? That bike has kind of mowed me down. Would you subscribe then? Oh cool, I found the hotel without looking at a map. Final morning, about to check out of the London Lodge Hotel. And what's the verdict? Oh, the thing is, I've not found a baseline yet. And I suppose over the weeks I'll find the baseline. Maybe I should choose one of the ones that we've already been to as the baselines. And maybe I should end up making like a little chart of just putting them in order. But it's above last week's, but not above the New Road Hotel. That's still number 1 right now. So what's good about this place is you could just, you just drop your bag, you can just hit the bed and go to sleep. If that's what you're looking for, this place is for you. If you've got a little bit more time on your hands and you need to be in the room, I probably wouldn't want to stay in here any longer than I had to. But that said, there's not too many negatives. I suppose the only complaint I have is the pillows. I was a little unsure when I did the pillow test initially. They were a bit firm for my liking, which meant I struggled to find any comfort. And again, it might be because I'm ill and I'm getting feverish or whatever, but incredibly warm during the night. Incredibly warm. Which I can't understand because the radiators weren't on, but I felt as if they were. But to counteract that, the air conditioning unit is actually pretty good. So I've set that to like 16, just blasted that for a little while every now and again, and it's kind of counteracted it. But yeah, maybe it's because I'm on the top floor as well, and the heat is all rising up. But yeah, a very warm sleep. It's a bit noisy. But I'm at Somerset House. They're just doing an installation behind me. It's nothing relevant to what I'm going to see. So I'm going to throw in some footage that I recorded last week. So I'll just do that now. So I suppose this is one of the cool things about London, is you never know what you're going to kind of stumble upon. So I'm walking down the Strand, and they've erected a little temporary skate park. So sponsored by Vans and obviously skateboarders around, and cool. I might hang around for a bit. And then okay, so that's sort of the intro into what I'm doing. I found a little bit of time this week to actually get into the exhibition, so that's where I'm going now. So I bought my ticket. I'm just going to find my way in, so I think I've got to kind of go through all around this bit, so that no entry sign does not scare me one bit. So what do you think? I quite like it. I've never been a skateboarder. I was never very good at it, and so I just gave up really quick. But I've got friends who were into it. My friend Mike was into it and he was pretty good at it. But I've always been interested in the culture. You know, I'll watch it on TV if I see it, if there's a film with skateboarding. I loved Leaving the Cube, if you ever watched that. And I saw some, you know, Dogtown videos when I first came in as well. So yeah, I'm interested in the culture, and it's nice to see the UK slant on it as well. So yeah, it's no Tony Hawk anything here at all. It's all UK based. And I never knew that the skate park at the South Bank was called the Undercroft. So that's new for me. That's education for me. Learning stuff at exhibitions, that's what it's all about. But yeah, I think it's really cool that somewhere has given skateboarding a bit of a platform. Good for you, Somerset House. I think it's only here to the end of the week. By the time this video goes live, it might have already gone. So hopefully I filmed a little bit more than I normally would around here. So I'll try and piece it together. So if you did miss it, you can at least get the gist of it. I'm not the best camera in the world, so I'll do what I can. Great, really good lunchtime. A really good use of my lunchtime, this. Let's try and do things like this more in the future. Check out these guys. Hanging on for dear life. One seems to be enjoying it more than the other. This guy's even worse. Big. That is the face of confusion, befuddlement, wonder, I suppose. Just got off the train at Victoria. That's always bad news because that means I'm catching a bus. Bus versus train, pros and cons. So with the bus, there's only one pro really, and that's the price. So this is costing me a £5. You can't argue with a £5. If I was to catch the equivalent train for tonight, it'd be 80 quid. So immediately, you know, that's the payoff there. There's loads more negatives though on the bus. It's often quite smelly. The the bathroom area is just absolutely stank. From the moment you kind of step on the bus, you're aware of it, and it stings your eyes sometimes. And I've never been more grateful for masks, being compulsory. Obviously the bus takes a little longer. So I'm going to be getting on this bus at about 6:30. I should be arriving in Cardiff maybe 4 hours later. So you got to make sure that you've downloaded your shows, downloaded some films, downloaded some games. Give yourself something to do. The people on the bus as well just love talking on their phones. I was on a bus 2 weeks ago and somebody was on their phone for literally 2 hours without stopping. 2 hours. I could barely speak to anybody for 2 hours. There's not a hell of a lot of space. There's not much leg room and stuff. It's not the most comfortable journey in the world. It's just freaking ominous. It might be because I'm early, but usually the Cardiff bus is up and you can kind of hang around and wait. Yeah, here you go. Here we are, Cardiff. That was the best bus ride I've had in ages. The bus was empty, really empty. There was maybe 12 people on the bus in total, and it makes all the difference. Still no Wi-Fi, but can't have everything. Cardiff Central. Time to jump on a train, go home. And next week, I think I might be in a travel lodge in Greenwich, so that'll be interesting. We've not been to Greenwich before. We can have a little look around. Alright, time to jump on a train, get myself home, see my family, see the dog, go to sleep. Bye.
No way.